Welcome. Today we journey back in time to meet 13 remarkable creatures that no longer walk, swim, or fly across our world. Their stories are cautionary, poignant, and fascinating. Echoes from a lost world that remind us of the delicate balance sustaining all life. Let's begin. On the remote island of Mauritius, a true jewel of the Indian Ocean, the dodo, a creature unlike any other, thrived in complete isolation for centuries, evolving in its own unique way. This gentle, flightless bird lived a peaceful existence, completely free from the threat of natural predators. It knew no fear, but this idyllic existence was not destined to last. Its peaceful existence ended abruptly with the arrival of humans, explorers from distant lands who unknowingly carried with them the seeds of destruction. And along with the humans came invasive animals. Rats scurrying from the ships and into the undergrowth, pigs rooting through the forest floor, disrupting the delicate ecosystem, and monkeys, agile and opportunistic, who relentlessly destroyed nests and devoured eggs, threatening the dodo's future. The dodo's trusting nature, a trait that had served it well for millennia, now made it tragically easy prey for hungry sailors. Adding to its vulnerability, its slow reproduction rate simply couldn't keep up with the relentless onslaught of threats. Within a century, a mere blink of an eye in evolutionary terms, the dodo vanished completely from the face of the earth. So completely that, for a time, some even doubted its existence, dismissing it as a sailor's tall tale. Today, the dodo stands as a potent symbol, a stark reminder of how devastatingly quickly human presence and actions can erase an entire, unique form of life from our planet, forever altering the delicate balance of nature. Its tragic story serves as the ultimate archetype of extinction, a cautionary tale for generations to come. The dodo's fate warns us, it is a lesson etched in the annals of natural history, that even the most seemingly idyllic paradise can be irrevocably lost in a heartbeat if we are not careful. Let's remember the dodo and learn from its fate so that we may protect the fragile beauty that remains. Tasmania, a land of ancient forests, rugged mountains, and pristine coastlines. But beneath its beauty lies a tragic tale, the story of the thylacine, more commonly known as the Tasmanian tiger, a unique marsupial that once reigned as the apex predator, a shy and elusive creature, primarily nocturnal, with distinctive stripes adorning its body. When European settlers arrived, they viewed the thylacine not with wonder, but as a significant threat to their livestock, and consequently they launched a relentless and merciless campaign of hunting, coupled with widespread habitat destruction as forests were cleared for farmland. Bounties were offered, incentivizing the slaughter of these animals, traps were set, and packs of dogs were unleashed, adding further pressure and competition, ultimately sealing its tragic fate. The last known wild thylacine was shot in 1930, a devastating blow to the species. And then, the last captive thylacine, named Benjamin, died in 1936, a solitary end in a Hobart zoo. It was protected only in its final days, a stark reminder that conservation efforts often come when it's already too late. The thylacine's extinction serves as a haunting reminder of how incredibly quickly fear, fueled by misunderstanding and a lack of empathy, can tragically wipe out an entire species from the face of the earth. Now, only grainy footage, faded photographs, and whispered stories remain. The ghost of the Tasmanian bush, the thylacine, is sadly gone forever. The great auk, a flightless seabird of the North Atlantic, was once abundant, perfectly adapted to life at sea. Hunted for food, feathers, and eggs, its colonies were decimated by industrial-scale exploitation. By the 1800s, only one breeding colony remained, on Eldey Island, Iceland. In 1844, collectors killed the last known pair, crushing their single egg. The great auk vanished in a single senseless act. Its extinction is a stark lesson in the cost of unchecked exploitation. The passenger pigeon was once the most abundant bird on Earth, its flocks darkening the skies for days. Native Americans hunted them sustainably, but European settlers saw them as an endless resource. Industrial hunting and habitat loss from deforestation led to their rapid decline, from billions to none in just decades. The last Martha died in 1914. The passenger pigeon story is a warning. Abundance is not immunity. Even the most numerous can vanish. Their loss reshaped entire ecosystems. We must not forget. The quagga, a zebra subspecies with stripes fading to brown, once roamed South Africa's plains. Settlers hunted it for meat and hides, and to eliminate competition with livestock. By the 1870s, wild quaggas were gone. The last captive died in 1883, unnoticed as the final one. Only later did we realize its uniqueness through genetic analysis. The quagga's fate is a reminder. We often recognize value only after it's lost. Its call, quahaha, is now just an echo. Let's learn from its silence. Stella's sea cow, a massive gentle relative of the manatee, was discovered in 1741 in the North Pacific. Completely tame and slow-moving, it was easy prey for shipwrecked sailors and later commercial hunters. Confined to just 2 islands, it was exterminated within 27 years of its discovery. The sea cow's story is a stark example of how quickly a species can be wiped out once discovered by humans, a giant lost before the world even knew it. Its brief encounter with humanity ended in silence. We must act before discovery becomes destruction. Remember Stella's sea cow. The woolly mammoth, icon of the Ice Age, shaped vast grasslands and inspired early humans. Climate change and human hunting combined to drive it to extinction. Most vanished 10,000 years ago, but small populations survived on remote islands until just 4,000 years ago, when the pyramids were built. The mammoth's story is a testament to resilience, but also to the limits of adaptation. Even giants can fall to rapid change. Their bones and stories remain, urging us to protect today's giants. The last echoes of the Ice Age have faded. High in the rugged Pyrenees Mountains, a unique creature once roamed. The Pyrenean ibex, also known as the bucado, was a symbol of resilience and adaptation. Distinguished by its impressive curved horns, the bucado was a master climber, effortlessly navigating the steep, rocky cliffs of the Pyrenees, a testament to its evolutionary prowess. Tragically, relentless hunting led to its extinction by the year 2000, a stark reminder of humanity's impact on the natural world. The very last of her kind, a female named Celia, became a solitary figure in a rapidly changing landscape. She died alone, a poignant end to her subspecies and a symbol of irreversible loss. But in a twist of fate, scientists had the foresight to preserve her cells, holding on to a glimmer of hope for the future. And then, in 2003, a groundbreaking event occurred. Scientists successfully cloned a bucado calf. Sadly, the clone lived only for a few fleeting minutes, succumbing to respiratory distress. Yet that brief existence marked the first time in history that an extinct animal had returned, however momentarily, to the realm of the living. The bucado's story is a poignant mix of tragedy and a tantalizing glimpse of hope for what might be possible through scientific innovation. De-extinction raises profound questions. Can we truly undo the irreversible act of extinction? Or should our primary focus be on preventing extinctions in the first place, safeguarding the biodiversity we still have? The underlying lesson is clear. It's far easier and more ethical to save a species than to attempt to resurrect it from the void. Let's act decisively with urgency and determination before it's irrevocably too late for other species teetering on the brink. The Caribbean monk seal, gentle and curious, was the region's only native seal. Hunted for meat and oil since Columbus's time, it was easy prey on open beaches. Overhunting and competition with fishermen drove it to the brink. The last confirmed sighting was in 1952. By 2008, it was declared extinct. The Caribbean lost its only seal, a victim of centuries of exploitation. Its absence is a silent warning for tropical species everywhere. We must protect what remains. New Zealand's moa, giant flightless birds, dominated the islands for millennia. Hunted relentlessly by the first Maori settlers, all 9 species vanished within 2 centuries. Their extinction triggered the loss of their only predator, the Haast's eagle. The moa's disappearance is one of the most dramatic examples of human impact on naive fauna. Once gone, entire ecosystems changed forever. The lesson new arrivals can devastate ancient worlds. The moa's story is a call for caution. Let's heed it. On Pinta Island in the Galapagos, the last Pinta Island tortoise, Lonesome George, became a symbol of extinction. Overhunting and introduced goats destroyed his species' habitat. Discovered alone in 1971, George was moved for protection, but never found a mate. He died in 2012, marking the end of his subspecies. Lonesome George's vigil reminds us that extinction is not just a statistic, it's a lonely reality. His story urges us to act before the last one is left alone. Let's not wait for another George. Protecting species means acting now. The ivory-billed woodpecker, the Lord God bird, once thrived in the old-growth forests of the American South. Dependent on vast, undisturbed forests, it fell victim to logging and habitat loss. The last confirmed sighting was in 1944. Despite searches, it's now considered extinct. Its haunting call is gone, a casualty of vanishing wilderness. The ivory-bill's fate is a warning. When forests fall, so do their wonders. Protecting habitat is protecting life. The Lord God bird is now a legend. The baiji, the Yangtze River dolphin, survived for 20 million years, but couldn't withstand modern China's industrialization. Pollution, boat traffic, fishing nets and dams destroyed its habitat and food supply. By 2006, exhaustive searches found none. The baiji was declared functionally extinct. It was the first cetacean driven to extinction by humans. The baiji's loss is a sobering milestone, a goddess silenced by progress. Its story is a plea for balance between development and conservation. Rivers can lose their magic. Let's not let it happen again. We've witnessed 13 stories of life and loss, each a unique thread in Earth's tapestry. Their silence warns us, habitats lost, balance disrupted, lessons for our future. These ghosts challenge us to see all species as fellow travelers, not resources. Their memory is a call to action. Protect what remains before more names are added to this list. Thank you for joining this journey. If you found it meaningful, please subscribe and like the video. Their stories enrich our resolve. Let's ensure their legacy is not just silence, but hope.